The Trinity, a cornerstone of Christian faith, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit united as one God. It's a concept often seen as distinctly Christian, but what if we told you there are echoes of this idea, hints of divine plurality, within the pages of ancient Jewish texts? This isn't about claiming Judaism secretly teaches the Trinity. It's about exploring fascinating parallels, hidden depths within Jewish monotheism that might surprise you. Our guide in this exploration will be the work of modern scholars like Alan Siegel, experts who've dedicated their lives to uncovering the hidden depths of ancient Judaism. We'll use their insights to navigate complex theological concepts, ensuring we approach these texts with respect and accuracy. This isn't about imposing Christian interpretations onto Jewish beliefs. Instead, it's about listening to what Jewish voices have said throughout history. It's about recognizing the diversity and dynamism within Jewish thought. It's about understanding how seemingly disparate ideas, from philosophical treatises to mystical traditions, can contribute to a richer, more nuanced understanding of God. Throughout this journey, we'll encounter concepts like the Logos and the Sephirot, terms that might seem foreign at first, but fear not, we'll break down these complex ideas into accessible explanations, making this exploration both enlightening and enjoyable. Our goal is to empower you, the viewer, to engage with these fascinating ideas and reach your own conclusions. What you'll discover might challenge your preconceived notions about Judaism, about monotheism, even about the nature of divinity itself. So buckle up, open your mind, and join us as we embark on this fascinating journey through the intricate world of ancient Jewish thought, uncovering hidden connections and challenging our understanding of the divine. Our exploration of divine plurality in Jewish thought begins with Philo of Alexandria, a fascinating figure who straddled two worlds. Living in first-century Rome and Egypt, Philo was deeply immersed in both Greek philosophy and Jewish scripture. He was a master of weaving together seemingly disparate ideas, seeking harmony between the wisdom of Athens and the revelations of Jerusalem. Philo grappled with a fundamental question: how could a perfect, unchanging God interact with a flawed and ever-changing world? How could the infinite be reconciled with the finite? His answer lay in the concept of the Logos, a term borrowed from Greek philosophy but imbued with distinctive Jewish meaning. For Philo, the Logos was not a separate God, but rather an emanation of God, a divine force emanating from the divine being. Imagine a radiant light emanating from a brilliant sun. The light is distinct yet inseparable from its source. This, Philo argued, was akin to the relationship between God and the Logos. Through the Logos, God could interact with creation, shape the world, and reveal his will to humanity. The Logos acted as a bridge between the eternal realm of God and the temporal realm of human experience. This concept, deeply rooted in Philo's understanding of Jewish scripture, would have profound implications for the development of both Jewish and Christian thought. Philo attributed numerous roles and functions to the Logos, further enriching our understanding of this divine intermediary. He saw the Logos as the blueprint of creation, the divine plan according to which the universe was formed. It was through the Logos that God spoke the world into being, imbuing it with order, purpose, and meaning. Furthermore, Philo identified the Logos with the wisdom of God, the divine attribute through which God governs and sustains creation. This wisdom, embodied in the Logos, was accessible to humanity, offering guidance, understanding, and the path to righteousness. The Logos, for Philo, also served as the high priest of the cosmos, mediating between God and humanity. Just as the high priest in the Jerusalem temple presented sacrifices and prayers to God on behalf of the people, so too did the Logos intercede for humanity, conveying their needs and aspirations to the divine realm. Crucially, Philo never compromised on Jewish monotheism. The Logos, while possessing distinct attributes and functions, remained subservient to God, an extension of the divine will rather than an independent entity. This delicate balance between divine unity and plurality, between God's transcendence and immanence, would become a hallmark of Philo's thought and leave an enduring legacy on Western religious thought. echoes of divine complexity, a seed of later ideas. Philo's concept of the Logos, while firmly rooted in Jewish monotheism, would later resonate with early Christians grappling with the nature of Jesus. The Gospel of John, for instance, famously begins with, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." This word, logos, in Greek bears striking similarities to Philo's concept, leading some scholars to suggest a possible link between Philo's thought and the development of early Christian theology. However, it's crucial to avoid imposing Christian interpretations onto Philo's work. Philo remained a devout Jew throughout his life, and his understanding of the Logos was firmly grounded in Jewish scripture and tradition. Any parallels between Philo's Logos and the Christian understanding of Jesus must be approached with nuance and caution. Nonetheless, Philo's exploration of divine plurality within a monotheistic framework highlights the dynamism and complexity of Jewish thought in the Second Temple period. It demonstrates that ancient Jews wrestled with profound questions about the nature of God, seeking to reconcile God's unity with his multifaceted manifestations in the world. Philo's legacy extends far beyond any potential influence on Christian thought. His writings serve as a testament to the richness and diversity within Jewish tradition, reminding us that monotheism, far from being a monolithic concept, has always encompassed a spectrum of interpretations and understandings. Monotheism intact, Philo's balancing act. Philo's intricate dance between divine unity and plurality, while challenging, ultimately reinforces the core principle of Jewish monotheism. There is only one God. The Logos, while presented as a distinct hypostasis, never assumes the status of a separate deity. It remains firmly subordinate to the ultimate source of all being, the one God of Israel. Philo's exploration of the Logos serves as a powerful reminder that monotheism doesn't necessarily equate to simplistic singularity. It can encompass complexity, nuance, and even a form of internal divine plurality, as long as the fundamental unity of God remains uncompromised. In the next part of our exploration, we'll delve further into the world of ancient Jewish thought, examining the intriguing concept of two powers in heaven. This belief, prevalent in certain Jewish circles during the Second Temple period, provides further evidence of the diverse ways in which early Jews grappled with the question of divine plurality within a monotheistic framework. Prepare to be surprised by the richness and complexity of these ancient beliefs, challenging your preconceived notions and enriching your understanding of Jewish theological history. Two powers in heaven, a controversial concept. Venturing deeper into the landscape of ancient Jewish thought, we encounter a concept both intriguing and controversial, the belief in two powers in heaven. This idea, circulating among certain Jewish circles during the Second Temple period, posited the existence of two divine entities, distinct yet interconnected, sharing authority in the heavenly realm. Imagine the shockwaves this concept sent through the Jewish community, deeply committed to the absolute oneness of God. The very notion of two powers seemed to challenge the bedrock of Jewish monotheism, sparking intense debate and theological wrestling. The origins of this belief are shrouded in mystery, its interpretations as varied as the communities that entertained it. Some saw these two powers as literal, distinct entities coexisting alongside the one God. Others viewed them as symbolic representations of God's attributes, personified to better understand his multifaceted nature. The two powers in heaven concept wasn't a monolithic belief system, but rather a collection of diverse interpretations, each grappling with the challenge of reconciling divine plurality with the uncompromising unity of God. This period of Jewish history reminds us that religious thought is rarely static. It's a dynamic process of questioning, reinterpreting, and seeking deeper understanding. Section 2. The origins and interpretations of dual power. The seeds of the two powers concept can be traced back to biblical texts themselves. Certain passages, particularly in the prophetic books, seem to hint at a divine plurality, prompting speculation and interpretation. For example, the prophet Isaiah describes God asking, "Whom shall I send and who will go for us?" Isaiah 6:8. The use of plural pronouns, us and our, sparked debate about the possibility of multiple divine beings. Further fuel was added by interpretations of biblical narratives like the creation story. Some saw the phrase, "Let us make humankind in our image," Genesis 1:26, as evidence of a divine council, with God consulting other heavenly beings. These interpretations, while open to debate, highlight the creative ways in which ancient Jews engaged with their sacred texts. They weren't afraid to ask difficult questions, to wrestle with apparent contradictions, and to explore the full spectrum of meaning embedded within their scriptures. The two powers concept gained further traction in mystical and esoteric circles, where the divine realm was often envisioned as a complex hierarchy of emanations and powers. These mystical interpretations, while often shrouded in secrecy and symbolism, demonstrate the yearning to understand the hidden depths of God's being and his relationship to the created world. Despite its controversial nature, the two powers belief remained a minority view within Judaism. The vast majority of Jews, then as now, held firm to the absolute unity of God, rejecting any notion of multiple deities. Section 3. Alan Siegel's perspective, navigating complexity. Navigating the intricate world of two powers theology requires careful consideration and scholarly guidance. Thankfully, renowned scholar Alan Siegel, in his seminal work Two Powers in Heaven, provides invaluable insights into this complex and often misunderstood belief system. Siegel meticulously analyzes the historical context, textual evidence, and theological implications of the two powers concept. He argues that this belief, far from being a fringe movement, represents a significant strand within Second Temple Judaism, reflecting a broader trend of grappling with divine plurality. Siegel highlights the diversity of interpretations surrounding the two powers, emphasizing that this wasn't a monolithic doctrine, but rather a fluid concept, open to various understandings. He meticulously dismantles simplistic notions of this belief as heresy or dualism, demonstrating its sophisticated engagement with core Jewish principles. Through his rigorous scholarship, Siegel illuminates the two powers concept as a testament to the dynamism and intellectual vibrancy of ancient Judaism. He encourages us to approach these beliefs not with judgment or dismissal, but with intellectual curiosity and a willingness to engage with the full spectrum of Jewish thought. Siegel's work serves as a vital reminder that religious history is rarely neat and tidy. It's messy, complex, and filled with diverse perspectives, often challenging our modern assumptions and forcing us to reconsider long-held beliefs. Section 4. Embracing nuance, monotheism's broad spectrum. The two powers in heaven concept, despite its eventual decline, leaves an indelible mark on our understanding of Jewish theological history. It reminds us that monotheism, far from being a rigid, monolithic concept, has always encompassed a broad spectrum of interpretations. While the vast majority of Jews upheld the absolute unity of God, the existence of such beliefs demonstrates the willingness to engage in theological debate, to wrestle with challenging concepts, and to seek deeper understanding of the divine. The two powers concept serves as a powerful reminder that religious boundaries are often more fluid and permeable than we might assume. It challenges us to approach ancient texts with nuance and sensitivity, recognizing the diversity of thought that has always characterized religious traditions. In the next part of our journey, we'll encounter another fascinating example of divine complexity within Jewish thought, the enigmatic angel of the Lord. This intriguing figure appearing throughout the Hebrew Bible further blurs the lines between divine unity and plurality, prompting us to reconsider our understanding of God's multifaceted nature. Our exploration of divine plurality within Jewish monotheism now leads us to one of the most enigmatic figures in the Hebrew Bible, the angel of the Lord. This mysterious being appears throughout the scriptures, often acting as God's messenger and representative, yet at times seeming indistinguishable from God himself. From the burning bush encounter with Moses to the wrestling match with Jacob, The angel of the Lord interacts with key biblical figures, delivering messages, pronouncements, and even divine interventions. Yet his precise nature remains a source of ongoing debate and fascination among scholars and theologians alike. Is the angel of the Lord merely a messenger, a celestial being carrying out God's will? Or does he represent a more profound manifestation of God himself, a divine hypostasis bridging the gap between the infinite and the finite? The biblical text offers tantalizing clues but no easy answers, inviting us to grapple with the mystery and complexity of this enigmatic figure. The angel of the Lord embodies the paradoxical nature of divine revelation, simultaneously veiled and revealed, distinct yet intertwined with the divine essence. His presence in the biblical narrative challenges us to expand our understanding of God's nature, acknowledging the possibility of divine plurality within the framework of unwavering monotheism. Adding to the enigma of the angel of the Lord are instances where he seems to speak and act with the full authority of God himself. In Exodus chapter 3, for example, the angel of the Lord appears to Moses in the burning bush, declaring, "I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob." This direct identification with God, coupled with the angel's ability to perform miracles and pronounce blessings and curses, raises profound questions about his relationship to the one God of Israel. Is this merely a literary device, a way of emphasizing God's presence and power, or does it point to a deeper theological truth about the multifaceted nature of the divine? Ancient Jewish interpreters grappled with these questions, offering a range of interpretations. Some saw the angel of the Lord as a distinct divine being, perhaps a lesser deity subordinate to the one God. Others viewed him as a personified attribute of God, akin to the word logos in Philo's philosophy, embodying God's presence and power in the world. These diverse interpretations, while differing in their specifics, highlight the willingness of ancient Jewish thinkers to engage with the complexities of divine revelation. They recognized that God's nature could not be confined to simplistic categories, that the divine could manifest in multifaceted ways without compromising the fundamental unity of God. The angel of the Lord, with his enigmatic nature and seemingly contradictory attributes, challenges us to confront the limits of human understanding when it comes to the divine. He reminds us that God's ways are not our ways, that the divine cannot be fully grasped by our finite minds. Jewish monotheism, far from being a rigid, inflexible dogma, has always possessed a remarkable capacity for embracing mystery and paradox. The belief in one God does not preclude the possibility of divine complexity, of manifestations and emanations that reflect the multifaceted nature of the divine essence. The angel of the Lord, while defying easy categorization, enriches our understanding of God's relationship with the world. He serves as a tangible link between the heavenly and earthly realms, a conduit for divine communication and intervention. His presence in the biblical narrative invites us to approach our faith with humility and awe, recognizing that we can never fully comprehend the depths of God's being. It is in the wrestling, in the questioning and seeking, that we deepen our relationship with the divine, even if we never arrive at definitive answers. The angel of the Lord, therefore, stands as a testament to the enduring mystery at the heart of religious experience. He reminds us that faith is not about certainty, but about trust, not about solving theological puzzles, but about embracing the unknown with open hearts and minds. Our exploration of divine plurality within Jewish thought now takes us on a journey into the mystical realms of Kabbalah. This esoteric tradition, emerging in medieval Spain, offers a unique and profound perspective on the nature of God, revealing a hidden structure within the divine essence itself. Imagine peering through a veil, catching glimpses of a dazzling light show, intricate patterns of energy interwoven into a tapestry of breathtaking complexity. This, in essence, is the world unveiled by Kabbalah, a world where the divine is not a monolithic entity but a dynamic interplay of forces, a cosmic dance of energies emanating from the Ein Sof, the infinite source of all being. At the heart of Kabbalistic thought lies the concept of the 10 Sephirot, often depicted as a tree of life, each sphere representing a distinct attribute or emanation of the divine. These Sephirot are not separate gods, but rather facets of God's own being, interconnected and interdependent, revealing the dynamic inner life of the divine. Kabbalah invites us to move beyond simplistic notions of God as a singular, static entity. It beckons us to explore the depths of divine mystery, to contemplate the possibility of a God who is both one and many, a God whose essence encompasses both unity and diversity in perfect harmony. Imagine a single ray of light passing through a prism, refracting into a spectrum of vibrant colors. This, in essence, is the Kabbalistic understanding of the Sephirot. They are emanations of divine light, each reflecting a different aspect of God's infinite being. There's Keter, the crown, representing the unknowable essence of God, the point of divine unity from which all else flows. From there emerges Chokmah, wisdom, the first flash of creative thought, followed by Bina, understanding, the receptive force that gives shape and form to divine will. Chest, loving kindness, radiates outward, expressing God's boundless compassion, while Gevurah, strength, represents the power of divine judgment and restraint. Tiferet, beauty, harmonizes these opposing forces, achieving balance and equilibrium. Netzach, endurance, and Hod, splendor, represent the dynamic interplay of divine energies, while Yesod, foundation, serves as the channel through which divine blessings flow into the material world. Finally, Malkut, kingship, represents the manifestation of God's presence in creation, the point where divine light takes form in the physical realm. These 10 Sephirot are not static entities, but rather dynamic forces, constantly interacting and influencing one another, creating a complex web of relationships that reflects the intricate workings of the cosmos. The Kabbalistic concept of the Sephirot challenges us to expand our understanding of both unity and diversity within the context of monotheism. While affirming the absolute oneness of God, Kabbalah reveals a divine essence that is far from monolithic. Each Sephira, while possessing distinct characteristics, remains inseparably linked to the others and to the Ein Sof, the infinite source from which they emanate. This interconnectedness ensures that the diversity within the Godhead never compromises the fundamental unity of God. The Sephirot, therefore, offer a powerful metaphor for understanding the nature of reality itself. Just as God's attributes are interconnected and interdependent, so too are all aspects of creation interconnected and ultimately unified within the divine essence. This concept has profound implications for our understanding of human relationships as well. Just as the Sephirot, though distinct, function in harmony within the divine structure, so too should we strive to build bridges of understanding and cooperation between individuals and communities, recognizing our interconnectedness and shared humanity. Section 4. Modern Relevance, the Enduring Allure of Kabbalah. Kabbalah, once shrouded in secrecy and reserved for an elite few, has experienced a resurgence of interest in recent decades, captivating the imaginations of artists, philosophers, and spiritual seekers from various backgrounds. The enduring allure of Kabbalah lies in its ability to speak to our deepest yearnings for meaning and connection. Its intricate symbolism and profound insights into the nature of God, the cosmos, and the human soul continue to resonate with those seeking a more nuanced and mystical understanding of reality. While not a replacement for traditional Jewish practice, Kabbalah offers a valuable lens through which to view the world, encouraging us to see beyond the surface of things and to recognize the interconnectedness of all creation. In a world increasingly fragmented and polarized, the Kabbalistic vision of unity and diversity offers a powerful message of hope and reconciliation. It reminds us that our differences, rather than dividing us, can enrich our understanding of ourselves, each other, and the divine spark that unites us all. Section 1. Threads of Complexity, weaving a tapestry of monotheism. As we reach the culmination of our exploration, it's time to weave together the threads of divine plurality we've encountered, creating a tapestry that reflects the complexity and richness of ancient Jewish monotheism. From Philo's Logos to the two powers in heaven, from the enigmatic angel of the Lord to the mystical Sephirot of Kabbalah, we've encountered a recurring theme, the possibility of divine complexity within the framework of unwavering belief in one God. It's crucial to remember that these concepts, while seemingly disparate, emerged from a shared religious context. Ancient Jews, deeply immersed in the Hebrew Bible, grappled with the tension between God's absolute unity and his multifaceted manifestations in the world. They sought to reconcile the divine attributes of power, wisdom, love, and justice with the belief that there is only one God, indivisible and supreme. Each concept we've explored offers a unique lens through which to view this theological puzzle. Philo's Logos presents a bridge between the transcendent God and the created world, a divine intermediary through which God interacts with humanity. The two powers in heaven suggest a possible internal differentiation within the Godhead, a concept that, while controversial, highlights the dynamism of Jewish thought during the Second Temple period. The angel of the Lord, shrouded in mystery and paradox, embodies the enigmatic nature of divine revelation, blurring the lines between messenger and manifestation. And the Kabbalistic Sephirot, emanating from the Ein Sof, offer a glimpse into the inner life of God, a cosmic dance of energies that reflects both unity and diversity within the divine essence. Section 2. Modern Scholarship Illuminating Ancient Perspectives. Navigating the complexities of ancient Jewish thought requires careful consideration and scholarly guidance. Thankfully, modern scholars like Alan Segal have dedicated their careers to illuminating these fascinating and often misunderstood concepts, providing invaluable insights that deepen our understanding of Jewish theological history. Segal, in his groundbreaking work Two Powers in Heaven, challenges simplistic interpretations of this belief system, demonstrating its sophisticated engagement with core Jewish principles. He highlights the diversity of interpretations surrounding the two powers, emphasizing that this wasn't a monolithic doctrine, but rather a fluid concept open to various understandings. Other scholars, such as Daniel Boyarin and Moshe Idel, have delved into the mystical realms of Kabbalah, uncovering its intricate symbolism and profound insights into the nature of God, the cosmos, and the human soul. Their meticulous research has illuminated the historical context and theological significance of Kabbalah, revealing its enduring relevance for contemporary spiritual seekers. These scholars, through their rigorous analysis and nuanced interpretations, remind us that religious history is rarely neat and tidy. It's a complex tapestry woven from diverse threads, often challenging our modern assumptions and forcing us to reconsider long-held beliefs. By engaging with their work, we gain a deeper appreciation for the richness and dynamism of Jewish thought throughout history. The question of divine plurality within monotheism remains a subject of ongoing debate and exploration. While some might view these concepts as contradictory or even heretical, they offer a glimpse into the profound ways in which ancient Jews wrestled with the nature of God, seeking to reconcile seemingly opposing ideas within their unwavering faith. Rather than seeking definitive answers or imposing rigid interpretations, perhaps the true value of exploring these concepts lies in the journey itself. By engaging with the rich tapestry of Jewish thought, we open ourselves to new perspectives, deepen our understanding of religious diversity, and cultivate a sense of awe and wonder at the mystery that lies at the heart of faith. The concepts of divine plurality within Jewish monotheism remind us that religious boundaries are often more fluid and permeable than we might assume. They challenge us to approach ancient texts with nuance and sensitivity, recognizing the diversity of thought that has always characterized religious traditions. The search for meaning and understanding within the vast expanse of religious thought is an ongoing journey, a dialogue that transcends time and place. The concepts we've explored, far from being relics of the past, continue to resonate with contemporary seekers, prompting us to ask profound questions about the nature of God, the cosmos, and our place within the grand scheme of things. As we conclude our exploration, let us remember that the pursuit of knowledge, especially in the realm of faith, is not about reaching a final destination, but about embracing the journey itself. It's about asking difficult questions, wrestling with ambiguity, and remaining open to the possibility of discovering new layers of meaning in the texts and traditions that have shaped our world. The concepts of divine plurality within Jewish monotheism, while challenging, ultimately enrich our understanding of God's boundless nature. They remind us that the divine cannot be confined to simplistic categories, that the mystery of God's being extends far beyond our human capacity for comprehension. And perhaps in the end, it is this very mystery that draws us closer to the divine, inviting us to approach our faith with humility, awe, and an unquenchable thirst for deeper understanding. As we conclude our journey through the intricate world of ancient Jewish thought, we find ourselves standing on the precipice of a profound realization. The concept of God, often perceived as a monolithic and unyielding entity, reveals itself to be far more nuanced and multifaceted than we might have initially imagined. We've journeyed from the philosophical musings of Philo of Alexandria, where the Logos acts as a bridge between the divine and the human, to the enigmatic angel of the Lord, a figure simultaneously distinct from and unified with God, leaving us to grapple with the paradoxical nature of divine manifestation. We've delved into the ancient belief in two powers in heaven, a testament to the dynamism and diversity of Jewish thought during the Second Temple period. This exploration challenged our understanding of monotheism, revealing a willingness to engage with the concept of divine plurality, even if it ultimately remained a minority view. Finally, we ventured into the mystical realms of Kabbalah, where the 10 Sephirot, emanations of divine light, illuminate the inner life of God, revealing a complex tapestry of interconnected attributes and energies. Each concept, while distinct in its approach, speaks to a fundamental truth: the human yearning to comprehend the incomprehensible, to grasp the nature of a God who transcends our limited understanding. This pursuit, far from being a futile exercise, lies at the very heart of religious experience. It's in the wrestling, the questioning, and the seeking that we deepen our relationship with the divine, even if we never arrive at definitive answers. The beauty of ancient Jewish thought lies not in its ability to provide clear-cut solutions to theological dilemmas, but in its willingness to embrace complexity, to acknowledge the limitations of human understanding when confronted with the infinite. The concepts we've explored, rather than contradicting the fundamental tenet of Jewish monotheism, serve to enrich and expand our understanding of what it means to believe in one God. The insights gleaned from our exploration of divine plurality within Jewish monotheism extend far beyond the realm of academic study. They hold profound relevance for us today, challenging us to reconsider our own preconceived notions about God, faith, and the very nature of religious belief. In a world often divided by rigid ideologies and dogmatic interpretations, these ancient Jewish voices remind us of the importance of embracing nuance, of acknowledging the diversity of perspectives that have always existed within religious traditions. The concept of the Logos, for instance, with its emphasis on God's immanence and accessibility, challenges us to seek the divine not only in the heavens above, but also in the everyday experiences of our lives. The two powers in heaven, though ultimately not the dominant theological view, serve as a powerful reminder that religious thought is rarely static. It's a dynamic process of questioning, reinterpreting, and engaging with new ideas. The enigmatic angel of the Lord, with his paradoxical nature, invites us to approach our faith with humility, recognizing that we may never fully grasp the depths of God's being. And the mystical teachings of Kabbalah, with its focus on the interconnectedness of all creation, offer a powerful vision of unity amidst diversity, reminding us that our differences, rather than dividing us, can enrich our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The enduring legacy of ancient Jewish thought lies not in its ability to provide definitive answers, but in its capacity to inspire ongoing dialogue, to challenge our assumptions, and to deepen our appreciation for the mystery and wonder that lie at the heart of faith. As we move forward in our own spiritual journeys, may we carry with us the wisdom of these ancient voices, embracing complexity, seeking understanding, and approaching the divine with open hearts and minds.